Hold on, let me.
It's Vlogmas! Day 6. Hold on. Today we doing a seafood boil mukbang with my twin. Say hey, twin.
Hi, I'm such a twin.
She's such a twin.
I am.
I told you guys that y'all was gonna see my twin who does my makeup later on. Here she is.
Here I am.
Who did my Christmas makeup for my Vlogmas intro, and it was bang. Period. That joint was popping.
Bomb.
Get with her.
Here you come.
You say hi to the people. Say hi.
Say hi, people.
Hi, people. Oh yeah, we did do that.
Don't send right here to toilet.
I was about to
all night long.
And that's what she did. We were supposed to go in there for 2 things and came out with 3 bags.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Don't go to Target with Radia.
You just gotta walk around all the aisles. Like,
And then I'm a bad friend because I'm like, oh yeah, get that. Oh yeah, get that. Instead of stopping her.
it's just like when you just walk around Target, it's just the atmosphere, like that red cart, but just the atmosphere at Target is just so bomb. Like the cart, especially before COVID, you used to get the popcorn, get your Starbucks.
First of all,
It's just so good.
Target is high.
Duh.
I like it, but it's too high.
That's the point. You want to go to Target when you just got paid and you got a little extra cheddar to spend. That's when you go to Target. You don't go to Target when you got to pay bills. So that's the defeat the purpose of going to Target. You don't go to Target on a budget. You go to
We
Target
went
on
from a
bulk.
$3 item to a $15 item real quick.
That's because they have what I need. I need.
And then a $15 item to a $60 item. By the time we got to checkout, we was paying like $100 and something.
The stuff was cute though. You know, watch how fly I look in them joints. Like you gonna be like, oh, that's what you bought, yeah.
Y'all gonna
See,
see
the
what she
problem
bought
is, y'all be
in the next
thinking-
vlog, y'all.
Target be cute, and half the stuff that I wear because I know how to put together Target outfits. People be thinking it's like something like Zorro or like something expensive when they don't be. You try it. Nice.
Target do got some cute stuff. It do. I ain't gonna lie, they do got some cute stuff. It's just a little bit expensive. I mean,
Target.
whatever floats y'all boat though.
I love Target. You know, I was pregnant and she told me my water break in Target.
What?
I said I'm Target every day to walk around Target and talk about water break. Just because I want my water to break in Target. That door never happened.
Because that's how much Radia likes Target.
It broke right here on this couch.
Salty.
It's irked.
And she was so salty.
And I was going to Target the next day.
Your chicken ready? No.
Can we get a chicken though?
You not gonna give us no chicken?
You can get some chicken.
Oh, worry, bet.
Fried chicken.
See?
Real
I knew I
nice.
loved Rodney for a reason.
He's legit. He's my favorite.
You only got 2.
I know. But I like y'all for different reasons. I'm just amazing.
Are you?
I am.
Who said?
I did. I am an amazing person, okay?
Why?
Because I do everything.
What you
Like,
do?
What don't
I'm listening.
I do? What don't I do?
I'm listening.
I'm my own vibe. That's one.
Mhm.
It needs to be a vibe. You can't be a vibe, you gotta go.
You gotta go. If you're
Cut
not
the
a
dog.
vibe, I
I never
definitely agree with that though. Like if your vibe not popping, I don't think I'm gonna talk to you.
And I only want like those fake vibes. I want like a genuine vibe. Like
Like real.
don't fake vibe with me.
I'm fine.
And then like 2-3 days later, I see you and you be like, oh, I was here. Bro, you know you see me. Vibe with me. Like, don't do that. So, number one, I'm a vibe. I'm a dope vibe at that. Number two, if you come over, I'm that friend that's gonna make you look good. Like, we can just come over for drinks. Like, let me beat your face. Go home with a whole new look. Meaning, you ain't going home. You going to somebody's house.
You going to somebody's house. You got that, ladies. You got that bag in your car.
No extra pennies in your pocketbook. I know I extra pennies in my pocket. You gonna get it? You in my bag?
I'm
Extra
screaming.
pennies in my pocketbook.
You got that bag in your car.
I got
No, that's real rap though. Whenever I need ready, I'll be like, yo, where you at? I need you to do my makeup real quick.
Even if it's in my car, still beat your face.
My whole Vlogmas intro behind the scenes, she did my makeup in a car in front of her job, y'all. Bomb. Period.
I did. I'm running that street to work because she just got me late. I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. So yeah. So
no, that's real rap.
what else am I could cook you something to eat.
And dessert.
I can do both. I've been full. I'm just playing this stuff for myself.
I'm done.
Like, I can cook for you, your cousin, your best friend, and her sister.
And the auntie and the grandma in the back.
Probably not that far down the line.
Alright, never mind.
We're gonna stop at the friends.
Cool.
Because I ain't cooking for my grandma. I cook for your grandma. That's the problem. You need to get it together.
Alright, but what if the guy is living with the grandma and you gotta cook the grandma food too?
Why you living with your grandma?
I don't know. It's some guys that's out here that live with their grandma.
No. At this day and age, okay, I'm old. I'm old as fuck. So it's time for you to start getting your life together, your car, get all that together. So if you're not in a transition to move out, if you're not living there to stack your bread up, and you in that process of like getting something as I'm talking to you, as we go on along, and you moving and grooving, and this is happening, and then this, you know, you're making your little steps, then there's no need for us to conversate.
So you wouldn't talk to somebody who is in a process of getting their life together, but they living at their grandma's house, or not even just their grandma's house, but their parents' house.
How long is your process? How long has your process been? And I'm gonna ask those questions. How long have your process been? Because if your process has been 6-7 years, you're not leaving. You're living there.
At this point, you're comfortable.
Like, you're not leaving. You're staying. You're chilling. I think that's what you have, but I'm gonna take it anyway.
No, mine's right here.
That's your house. Man, if you be like, I'm in a process and I'm talking to you, you always at work. Like, you got like your bread is really stacking, and I see you really moving, you making moves. That's totally different. But if you're making moves and you living at home and you just chilling at home, people are just like that. Like, it's different. Alright, say if you live with your mom or your grandma, whoever she is, and you lived in the basement part and it was like decked out and it was like your own entrance and there was kind of like your sanctuary, your little place you could live. That's cool. Like, you paying your mom a little extra rent, you live in your own in the basement, you got your little setup. I don't have to physically see your mom. I don't have to physically go share her bathroom. I'm waiting for your mom to go to the shower so I get in the shower. Problem.
So basically, if they got their own setup in a basement or like third floor type or whatever like that, you would like talk to them.
Yeah, that's cool with that. Like, even my transition now, transitioning from home to out the door. Working 2 jobs to get out the door, that's different.
True.
You're physically hustling to
because
get out the door.
because you getting out the door.
But if I see you and I'm talking to you, you literally are, I can tell that you're just really chilling at home. In this day and age and how old we are, you cannot do that for me. I'm sorry. I need you to be on the level up here that I'm on, and you moving, jumping, and not just sitting and chilling. You sitting and chilling, that's not, I'm sorry. What can you do for me?
I feel like if you have a plan,
besides help pay my bills.
Right. If you have a plan and you like already starting that plan or in the process of that plan or in the middle of that plan, then it's alright, it's cool. Because if I'm feeling you and I'm talking to you, your vibe is cool, and like we motivating each other like to level up, that's no problem. Like, I'm cool with that. But if you like in the middle of your process and you've been in the middle of your process for like 4 or 5 years, and it's just like, bro, like, what you doing?
But see, that's the difference. A lot of females, when they go out and they date these people, they don't, you know, they don't see that they're not, that person is not moving.
Right. Because they
you
stuck
already
on the,
in it.
it's the lust part though. I feel like that's where that lust part comes
But
in.
it's
Like,
not really because you're in it. So if I'm dating you, if I meet you, we talking, we vibing, whatever, I'm in it already. So
true.
I'm thinking I'm help motivating you and pushing you when really you just like, you cool. And what you're doing, you cool in your situation. So if I'm pushing, let's move, let's do this. If I'm keep pushing you to do it, eventually that's something that you don't want to do. You don't want to move. You don't want to jump. You don't want to go. This is where you're comfortable at. This is where your safe zone is at. So this is where your safe zone is at. I'm gonna leave you, go get my own shit. And when I get my own stuff, don't call, don't text, don't FaceTime because you couldn't help me get to that point. You couldn't, like, now some men do need that extra push. The push to go get your own.
But I think it's where if the guy accepts that push though. Like if the guy accepts that push and then as you pushing him, he's like moving, it's just like, cool, all right, yeah, we got something, we going somewhere. But if I'm like pushing you and you not accepting my push and I'm just trying to look out for you and help you like get to where you need to get to and you not accepting it, then I feel like I just gotta back up.
It's like you're in a circle.
Yeah.
If you're going around them circle.
Because it's just like, that means you comfortable in where you at and I'm not comfortable in where I'm at. Like we can't, like we gotta like help each other grow. Like I can't just be growing and then trying to help you to grow and you not trying to grow or accept it. So I'm just growing and you just still down here. Like I can't, it's not gonna work.
It's hard. And especially if you got a baby mom. I pray she's very nice. And I pray that she's a baby mom that understands and get that we together. We just got a baby.
That's a whole nother conversation. The both got baby mom. That's a whole nother conversation.
But I only bring it up because everybody now has kids. It's rare that you find someone who doesn't have any kids or any crazy old past.
Yeah.
Or who ain't a trapper. I'm
Who be
sorry.
on them streets.
Trapper. On the block.
On the block.
On the corner.
Posted.
At the corner store, the poppy joint down the street. What else? So I think I know. Chilling on
Them
the car.
thugs.
That ain't your car. Will you boop boop get off my car? Like, yeah. I'm just saying.
Just an opinion. No, I agree with that though. Alright, so what would be the make or break for you talking to a guy?
Don't annoy me.
Alright, so what you mean by annoy?
Like, I'm one of the ones that, like, I call you a lot. I don't really call him a lot. No, I don't call a lot. I don't really call a lot. But I'm one of the ones that, like, sometimes I get in moods where I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to text. I just don't. Sometimes I don't feel like it. So I can talk to you. So we can send a good morning text. Good morning at like 8 o'clock. I won't talk to you again probably till like 5. And then I won't talk to you again probably till like 11. I'm cool with that. The ones that in between, but I ain't talked to you for 6 hours. And
it's not that deep.
I ain't talked to you before. And like, you don't need to talk to me every day. I'm not doing anything for you to call me all day long or for us to text paragraphs. Or what do I have to talk about that is so amazing about my job? Nothing. If I'm tired, I'm tired. Like, I just hate when people just don't blow my phone up. I can blow your phone up, but don't blow my phone up. And if I'm blowing your phone up, you should be happy because I'm mean as hell. And that tells you that you are in. But if I don't blow, don't call me a lot. Like, I'm the type of person, I can go talk to you, like, I don't talk to her all the time. Like, we could go, like, what, 2 weeks without talking? If not 2 weeks, a week. And then be like, I didn't tell you that. Well, let me tell you what happened then. And then, this
is what she said. She be like, see, this is why you need to call me, because... And I'd be like, well, what happened? She was like, no, because I got to tell you all this different stuff. And it'd be like 10 different topics that she got to. So now we on the phone until like 3 hours. It'd be like 2-3 hours that we on FaceTime because a lot of stuff happened. And this is like, she be like, this because she also isn't a texter. She don't like texting. So it's like I can text her and be like, what you doing? And she'll immediately just call me like, what you want? Cause because obviously I want something. But like that's what she like. That's just how she is. Like she's not a texter. She's a caller. Like
I
you
hate
know,
texting.
she just like
Because
you
okay,
know I can't be doing no texting. Like why you ain't just calling me?
it's easier for me to call you because I have AirPods. Pop that on in, boop boop. Once it's in, and I'm always doing something. So I'm always like in the store. I'm in here doing something. I'm always doing something. So when people be calling, but saying you text me, it means I gotta stop. And I'm not a multi-texter. So I don't drive and text because I'm swerving. Alright, that's not my thing. I can't walk to the store and text now I missed the aisle. Or I forgot what I was picking up. Or I forgot why I'm even in the store. Like I can't, like I went to Target and I forgot why I was in Target. Like I can't text
focus. Yeah.
and walk. I can't, my new job. I'm walking out the door. I try to text and walk, and I walk through a ramp. I said, it's not supposed to go. Security guard is looking at me. I said, don't text and walk. Don't do that. Like, I really can't do that. So I'd rather you just call me. Like, my cousin can send me a paragraph. So what do you do? Like, it's just easier. Like, I'll just call you in a heartbeat. You ain't even got to really answer. You can just sit on FaceTime or you just don't answer. That's what you do. You want to text me and tell me your whole story.
I think that's something with me. So I think I developed the voice message thing. Like if you not available to talk on the phone, I'm a voice message.
Okay, I'm still gonna call you. So
well, you still gonna call. She's still gonna call.
I'm like,
but my sister, y'all, it just be me. Like I think she the one that I voice message with the most. Like me and Mo, like we like real life voice message all the time. Like I can voice message her like a 5-6 minute voice message and I talk about 3 different topics because like I realize that I'm not a multitasker too. Like
so
my brain goes on
her
because sometimes
having
I
a
can't.
10-minute conversation.
I know, but sometimes we can't. Like my schedule sometimes don't matches her schedule, so I can't call her.
So this is
so I'll just send a voice message and then she'll just get back to me when she can.
But this is why we talk once a week.
Oh boy,
and then once a week we have a 3-hour conversation on everything that happened in my life.
Right.
And then we could talk about unless it's dire 911. But other than that, I don't talk to you every day. Now it's
but
weird.
I'm the same way too though. Like my brain literally goes up 1,000 miles a minute. Like I'm constant. Like right now I'm sitting here talking to y'all and I'm thinking about everything I gotta do tomorrow and the next day at the same time. Like my mind goes 1,000 a minute. It's so bad. It's so bad. And sometimes like I try to be like in the moment, but sometimes I can't. Like I'll be in the moment, like half my brain be in the moment and the other half don't be in the moment. And I'll be like, wait, what'd you say? And then like they gotta repeat it because I was listening, but I wasn't listening. Like, if that makes sense. It's bad. It's real bad. But I do agree with that, though. Like, I agree that, like, just calling is sometimes better than texting. Because I'll forget sometimes. Like, sometimes somebody, like, people will text me and I don't get back to them until later. Because I'm in a moment of doing stuff and I forget. So, I'm sorry. But that's why I like calling, too. Like, FaceTiming. You can FaceTime me. Yo, anybody can FaceTime. I like FaceTiming too more than like actual phone calls, but like I don't know, I want to see your face.
Your phone broke.
Okay, shady.
Your phone don't work. Who face
Yo, my phone is broke, y'all.
Yo, buy her new phone.
So listen, I just finished paying off my phone. And Apple is trying to get me to get the new phone. And I'm not doing it because I just finished paying off this phone. So I'm not doing it. I got the XS Max. And I'm keeping this XS Max until I'm ready to go ahead and get one. So sometimes I'm able to call people. And sometimes I'm able to FaceTime people. Right now, if you FaceTime me, y'all going to be able to see me. But I'm not going to be able to see y'all because my screen be black. But, you know, I'm still listening to you, though.
So
come on, Shady.
I want to see your face.
I do be wanting to see your face, but right now my home. Yo,
Where?
you out of control. But I do like that though. Like if you don't answer my FaceTime call once, okay. Like I'm like, all right, you ain't answer, cool. If I call again hours later, like say I FaceTime you in the morning and you don't answer. But then I FaceTime you like towards like the evening or the night and you don't answer. I'm like, all right, what's up?
Well, see, I'll answer.
Like, why you not answering my FaceTime call?
You don't have to be a like.
Yeah, no, I'm not repetitive. If you don't answer like the second time,
like the day, like for example, I don't talk to him all the time now. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you can talk, like, once in the blue moon. Like, you can call me at 8 o'clock or text at 8 o'clock. Good morning. How's work? Great. How's your life going? Great. Amazing. In the conversation. And then don't text me at 10:30. What you doing? The same thing I was doing 2 hours ago. And then get like, oh, you getting smart. Mm-mm. Literally the same thing.
No,
I was
literally,
doing
I'm doing the
2
same
hours
thing.
ago.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, all right, she got attitude. Text me back next 2 hours. You got attitude. Nope. Yes, you were word. You said one word. Oh man. Like, I see it. That happens a lot, and it's like, I'm not trying to be smart, but I just don't want to talk. Like, I'm cool. Like, I don't want to. And I even some of my friends, like, I went years without speaking to some of my friends. Like, oh, you, because either I didn't call you or you didn't call me, and I went months without talking to my friends too, because I didn't call you, you didn't call me. It's just because maybe I just didn't feel like calling you. Like, I'm sorry you had a life issue going on, but I don't feel like it. I'll be your friend 2 days from now and listen to your problems. It's just me sometimes.
I get like that too.
I just
sometimes.
don't, and it's not like I'm like, I just don't like to be sometimes like annoyed like that. It's different if you pop up in my door like, yo, let me tell you what happened. Like, let me pour you a drink. Come on, sit down. That's totally different. But I just don't like to be blown up.
Like, sometimes it's like, it'd be days where like I don't feel like talking. Like, I'll text you, but I don't feel like talking on the phone sometimes.
Oh, I got a good one. So why don't people say, hey, I don't feel like talking on the phone? What do you think? People think that's rude?
I feel like people probably don't say that because they probably think it's rude.
But
I will tell you,
it's what you
like,
feel though.
I like, if people will be like, why you not answering my phone call, or if somebody call me and it's somebody that I usually talk to on the phone like all the time, I'll just send a text message like, I really don't feel like talking on the phone, but what's up? Like, and we can just text back and forth or whatever. But sometimes I get in the moods where I just like want to be alone and not talk to nobody. I'll text you.
I'm not texting you, bro.
But I don't call me. I don't feel like it.
Don't call me when I'm asleep. I'm really not answering.
My phone stay on silent.
I don't have my phone on silent.
Yeah. Well, you can't have your phone on silent.
So
Not even just that you got a child.
my job calls me more than she do. My phone can't be on silent. They call me too much.
Like, my phone stay
You
on
can't go
silent
on.
24/7. Like, no vibrate, no ring, no nothing. It's silent. Silent. And like, I don't have my watch on now, but sometimes I'll have my watch on. So like, if I'm like really not in the mood for the phone and somebody like hit me up, I'll look at my watch and just be like, well, I'll talk to them later or something like that. Like, that's why like my watch became really handy for me, because sometimes I just don't be feel like it. Sometimes my mom get mad. Like, my mom be like, I called you such and such hours ago. I be like, oh, my bad. What's up? Like, and it's not like on purpose that it's either I'm doing something at that time and then when I'm done, I'm forgetting to call her back, or it'd be like I just wasn't really in a mood, but I'm calling you now, even though you probably forgot what you was calling me for. But sometimes it's like that. My mom be getting mad sometimes, and I know she watching and she gonna be like, "Yep," because that really happens.
My mom watches my child in the house, and I can leave out at 7 o'clock, or a little 6 something to go to work, and I won't talk to my mom until I like walk through the door sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what up, mom?
Yeah, sometimes I go like a couple
she's
of days
watching
without
my
talking to my
child.
mom.
So like, she's
I probably can go like a week or so without talking to my mom.
and she's like literally watching my kid. Like, I should be like, hey, how is she? Da, 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 da. Nope, my mom wouldn't call me when she do something really bad. Then she'll call my phone. But other than that, I just don't call my mom. And if I do call her, she don't answer. So what's the point of calling your phone? You don't answer the phone. And then I go home like, you ain't seen me. I called you. She's like, oh, you did? I did. Called you a lot. But I don't. I'm just not a.
I don't know. It's just sometimes I just don't be feel like talking. Sometimes, like sometimes I feel like talking and I like want to get out everything that I've been going through or everything that's in my head. Like, I have this one friend that I literally call and be like, I haven't talked to you in forever. I need to get all my thoughts out of my head. And they be like, talk to me. What's up?
I got a cousin like that.
And I'll be like,
You're right, tired of me.
and he be like, okay. And then he'll like dissect everything that I say, and then he'll like comment on it. But like he real life is like real life. I'll be like, I need to talk. Or like if he knows that he hasn't talked to me in a couple of days, he'll be like, what's up? What's going on? How are you? Like, I really haven't heard from you.
See, that's okay.
And I'd be like, all right, let me just call him, because I know he's gonna keep asking and keep pressing until like I go ahead and like spill everything. So shout out to that friend. They know who they are.
Cousin like that. See, I'm the type of person that my ideas are large. So I have these ideas that'll pop up in my brain out of nowhere, and I'll be like, ooh, let's do this. This is this and this and this, and I got this and this and this, and they'll be like, okay. So some people can't handle my big ideas. They'll be like, yo, you're doing too much. You're this and the third. That's not possible. But then when I do it, they're like, oh, that was tough. I know. I know. So I'll call him. I'll be like, what you doing? He'll be like, I'm taking a nap. Okay, great, you're up. So this is my idea. And then he'll be like, okay, say it again. This is my idea. And he'll be like, so what we gonna do this? Like, and then we'll just start bouncing ideas off each other. And that you know it's flowing, it's vibing. And that you know, boom, bam, I got a whole spread of something. Like my daughter's birthday party. What? Idea was lit. Party favors is lit. You gonna see?
Y'all gonna see it because I'm vlogging it, y'all. My niecey Pooh, our birthday party about to be popping.
Snowsuit lit. Like it was just like a weird idea, and I come up with the strangest ideas in the strangest places, doing the strangest of things.
Yo, that's me too.
That
It'd be so
weird.
random.
I could be in a market.
It'd be so random.
And be like, oh, this would be so dope. And then people in the market be like, why are you talking to yourself? And I'd be like,
I do that too, and like all my friends be like, you need to write all this stuff down. I'll be like, I am, and then like when I finally get a chance, I really do write all of it down. But like I'll go ahead and share it with my friends and be like, yo, this is be a dope idea. Write it down because y'all know I'ma forget. Because all my friends know that I forget. I forget sometimes what happened yesterday.
That's called young timers.
Young timers.
Young.
All right, well I got young timers.
It's a serious diagnosis. It's Dr. Stuffins.
Doc McStuffins, shout out to you for diagnosing us with young timers.
Period. Young.
No, I really do forget like real quickly too. Like I can be in the middle of a conversation with somebody and then get distracted like real quickly and then come back and be like, all right, so where was I at? And they be like, yo, like that's not okay. It's really not, but like it's really what happens with me. Like like I told y'all, my brain go 1,000 miles a minute. So like we can be in a middle of a conversation and something like just jump out and I'll be like, oh, da 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 da, and they be like, yo, how you just switched the topic like that?
I do that all the time.
It just happens. Like my brain is real life like unique.
Sometimes I only switch the topic because I'm tired of talking about it. So next.
See, no, that never happens with me. I real life be distracted.
Because sometimes people
my brain just does that.
Wait, turn it off.
What was that?
It
never went off. Click. Like what? Yo, she's crazy. No, y'all, I'm gonna get it together though. I'm really gonna get it together.
I'm crying. Give me a minute.
Click. Weirdo. Ow. Get out.
I'm trying to tear. This is too much. This is so emotional.
No, yo, I'm really gonna get it together though.
Yeah,
But like y'all just really gotta know, like my brain, like I don't mean to do nothing like rudely, disrespectfully, like even like I know it was a problem with like some people, like they would think that like I don't like them because I don't say hi.
Hold up. Stop. Because you're the one who don't think people like you when they say they don't say hi to you. What the talk about?
No, that's different. That's different.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No, I really had a problem like that before. Like somebody came to me and was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nothing. Like, what do you mean? And they're like, cause you didn't speak. You come in places and you don't speak to nobody.
Neither do I.
I'll be like, yo, I don't mean to do, like, I promise y'all, I don't mean to do that. Sometimes when I go to places, like, I'm like strictly focused on like one or two things that I know that I'm there for. So it's not on purpose. Like, it's really not on purpose, and it's not to be mean, disrespectful, rude, or anything like that. Like, I just literally like am focused on whatever it is I'm going, like whatever place I'm going to, like why I'm there or whatever. So it's like I'm sorry. I apologize, but it's really
That shit was funny.
no, like no, people really like be upset about that. No.
Catfish. So. Stop! I'm talking. You play too much.
That's you.
Right.
That's you.
She always act like she can't take that serious. Let me be professional. All right. So, you listening?
I'm listening.
I have a friend that I've been friends with for years. Okay, years. She thought because he didn't say hi to her when he see her or like acknowledge her presence that he did not like her until my birthday.
That's a totally different story.
He's like he's high. He's high, okay? It's up there. He's vibing, he's drinking, he hot, all that. So I think he just was like laughing and everybody's like, yo, it's the first time I ever see him like laugh. And I'm like, what
Wish
you
it
talking about?
is.
He is goofy. Like, he's laughing all day. Like, no, like, first time I ever seen him laugh, ever seen him. She's like, I didn't think he liked me. And I'm like, what, yo? I didn't think he likes me. I'm like, why would you think he don't like you?
That's a totally different
Like,
story.
he doesn't say anything to me. He doesn't give me a hug. He doesn't say hi. He doesn't say anything. So I'm
But
like,
I would go hit. No, that's totally a different story. Because I would go say stuff to him. Like, I'd be like, oh, what's up? Such as that. Like, I say it. Or I, like, try to have a conversation with him. And he just,
what's up?
like, seriously, that's what it is. I'd be like, oh, well, like, how are you? How's everything going? And he, like, will totally just ignore me. and be like that.
You ready? He'd be like, you ready? I'm like, I'm ready. Okay. See you guys.
Like, that's a totally different
Right.
story from what I'm talking about, y'all. Like,
He came around.
he
Now-
wound up doing. Now he
Now
really
he's cool.
he cool with me
he's
now.
cool. But it's because I said, you know, she thinks you don't like her. He's like, how? I'm like, because you don't speak to her. I don't speak to anybody. Well, see, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
He's like, all right. And then like those, and then I lied, and I was, and then like, that's exactly
And
how
then
the
we went
conversation
out like recently, and he was busting it up, and I was just like,
And
okay,
that
he
was
does
it.
like me.
Like, and literally, that's exactly how that whole conversation went. She think you don't like her. Why?
I'm
and it's
like,
But like he's that type of person. He's, I would say emotionless, but he's like emotionless.
very
Like,
nonchalant,
it ain't there.
like very
She
nonchalant.
wasn't raised with
But
it.
that's just who
It ain't
he
in his
is,
system.
and I don't think I knew that.
It didn't develop over the years. He gonna be one old man that's just like, next. It ain't there. Like at all.
At all, y'all. At all.
You can't even buy some for him. Shit ain't in stores.
No,
I'm a
that's
comedian,
real
bro.
though. That's so real. He real life is just that's just the type of person he is, and I had to accept that. I had to accept it.
You gonna change him?
I did. I can't either. I was gonna say that's something you would do.
That ain't going nowhere.
Obviously, she had to accept it too.
Well, see, it don't bother me because I'm kind of like the same way. Like, when I first met her, I ain't talked to her.
She sure did.
I didn't talk to her.
Sure did.
Like, the first, what was it? 2 months?
It had to be like 2-3 months.
I just would look at her like, okay. Why is she always smiling? Why is she laughing? Like, she never annoyed. Like, she never got on my nerves. I just didn't talk to her. Like, she just be sitting there. She'd be like,
Like, I real life be in my own world, y'all. Like,
I
real
just
life.
be like,
Real life. Like, seriously, Tria Mafia, I real life be in my own world. Like, for real, for real.
so I never paid. It took one of my other friends to literally be like, hey, let's go talk to her. Let's go be cool. Come on, let's go talk to them. And I'm like, girl. Like, won't meet no new friends. New to me, go talk to her. Like, stop. And then I went over there, said hello.
And then she became my twin. End of story.
That in that video make a ding sound, okay? Come on.
Okay.
Ding. See, but you gotta put it in the JoJo.
Okay.
Alright, cool. I want it in there.
All right.
You can put this part in here too, so I'm telling you to put it in there, so it's not in when I watch it and be mad as shit. Mad as poop. Sorry.
Y'all, let me tell y'all. This is how we became twins, right? So, y'all know I got my other twin Dom that I introduced y'all to a while ago in a couple other vlogs.
Gosh, I keep
But this-
crying. Don't worry, guys.
But this,
I just
y'all,
had a dry eye. Keep going. Talk about my health problems. I got carpet turn. Alright, I'm done for a good.
she got young timers.
I got young timers.
No, y'all.
No, I really got dry eye.
When we was in, like, we was doing stuff, right? Everywhere we went, they be like, oh, y'all sisters? Are y'all twins? And we was like, at first we'd be like, no. Like,
Nope.
we just friends. Like, this just my friend. They be like, oh, y'all really look alike. Like, for real, look alike. And we be like, no. Like, we don't see it. It's not happening.
It's like his graduation party.
Yes, his
The
graduation.
nonchalant guy we was talking about, it's
Yeah.
like his graduation party.
His graduation party,
For us to be like-
and my friend took a picture,
Yes.
and we looked at the picture, and I was like,
Damn.
wow, we really do look alike.
You look very similar.
It was so crazy.
I think it's the cheekbones when we smile.
Yes, and the personality. It's definitely smile.
That was funny.
I'm crying.
I keep telling you I got dry eye.
And it's the personality too. Like, this girl is real life like, she's real life my personality.
I told y'all I'm a vibe.
For
wants to listen.
real, like
I'm just having friends.
seriously,
Yeah,
y'all. I'm
but, like-
trying to tell y'all, she's real life my personality.
Like, I would come to your party. So say if I don't know you have a party, and she's like, "Hey, come to my party." Da, da, da. I'm like, "Okay, I'll come." And I'm looking around, and then they all like boring. Who wants to take a shot? Hey, you cute. Come here, come take a shot with me. And then it's just like, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. Come by, and then after that, it's just like it's a vibe. And then I start dancing, and it's a whole other vibe. Like, I can't stand boring.
let me tell y'all, the nonchalant guy, his birthday party, it was just me and her in the middle of the dance floor.
Listen, I got his party popping. I don't know
It
what I'm
was
talking about.
just me and her in the middle of the dance floor.
Because
And then I ain't even know half the people that's there, but I'm like, come on, come dance with me, come dance with me. She like, come dance with me, let's take shots, let's do this, let's do that.
I'm like,
And it was
I
just
love
like,
a
we was
vibe.
like the life of the party, but we wind up getting everybody like real hype, and then the party started becoming like popping.
I became ratchet.
She was real ratchet, y'all. Y'all know I'm a little bit ratchet, but
I went back to the dollar party days.
no, for real, like GMs, 923,
Virginia popping. Okay?
Virginia popping, Wu-Tanging,
Still
3
towing.
shots, pop. Like, she took y'all wigs off and threw
Stomped
it and
it.
stomped it. She took
Under leg
it.
clamp, ankle jack. What I'm talking about. I can dance. Try me. Battle me. Battle me. Wanna battle me? Battle me. Tell your mom battle me too. It's like, even when we have our friend parties, I feel bad for her. We keep going to her house. But she seems not to mind. And I know her house.
It don't matter if she mind or didn't mind. We was throwing it at her apartment anyway.
We don't have a say so.
She don't have no say so
Not.
at all.
Her house is nice. She can't be mad. It's a nice little
Period.
tiny apartment. Like, and I know how to decorate it because I did it multiple times. So I know how much stuff I need, how much stuff I don't need, and I can decorate. I'm good at that. I'm artiste. Okay.
A what?
Artiste. Wait, I got my face. Stop.
Do it.
Artiste. No, I didn't do that.
No, you didn't do it.
Stop with the laugh. Let me figure it out. I can't figure it out. Artiste. I figured it out. But seriously, I can decorate her house so good.
I'm
So
screaming,
why
y'all.
why not hit her house? Like, her house is not far from my house. So that's why I like having it there. I ain't got to drive for it. But I decorate her little thing, and then when I have those nights, I be like, what kind of vibe we in, y'all?
First of all, when
just start
we
singing.
throw them little mini get-togethers, we be in all different types of vibes.
It never ends well.
It never ends well.
It ends with snoring. Sorry,
Somebody
girl.
rolling down the grass.
Oh, that was fun.
It was a fun night.
It was a very fun night. Crackers was phone, rolled down a closet.
He was in the
Sink.
the closet, the sink. He rolled down the grass.
Oh, that was fun.
Man, that was a good time.
Mom was a good vibe too.
It was.
Mom was a
Yours
moment
was-
of just laughter.
Yeah, we just was
Complete. I was about that yesterday.
we was just laughing from
like
beginning to end.
An hour. 2
And then the
hours
next day
straight.
we slept.
I wasn't happy.
I was like
I wasn't
bedroom
happy.
hopping.
My face. I wasn't happy. She's supposed to go home.
I was supposed to go home.
She never left. She first
Never
of all,
left.
Let me say about her. She is funny as hell. She came late. As always, that's just her thing. She's a late.
I
She's-
told y'all I'm
she
working
is
on my time
never-
management.
She was late today. She's never
was.
on time. That's just her. So when we tell her one time, everyone's always lying. So she show up actually on time. That's just what we do from now on. That's just how it goes. So she came from another event, so she was late because she left that event, came to my event. She was already a little saucy when she got there, so she got a little more saucy, and that's how the night progressed. She got put to bed like twice. Twice. They kept waking up. So when it was finally over with, it was over with once I heard her say, because I was already done. I heard her say, "Oh, we miss happy birthday." And then went right back into the room. And that was her last time she came out of the room. She never come back out of the room like, at all. So the next day,
I was so mad.
I wake up, I'm sick. I feel disgusting. So they all walked to our water, gave me tea or whatever. The guy that we talked about, he was in the bed with me. He got up, went to the living room, went to the couch in the living room. She comes in and say, "I'm leaving," because she got in the shower. She's like, "I'm going home." Okay, cool. Gets in the bed, goes to sleep. She never left. I thought she wake up like, she's still here. I'm like, okay. So
Because
she
we
went,
watched a movie. You put a movie on. You was like, watch this movie with me.
but you said she was leaving.
I
so
was.
It didn't make no. I didn't understand. So she went from sleeping in one room to sleeping in my room now. So after I get up, I'm like, well, I start cleaning up a little bit so everything's like kind of like in order. Because everybody was just knocked out at this point. Everybody, this whole Airbnb was.
This whole day,
6
from
people.
morning to night, we was
We
sleep.
added an extra person that wasn't even there the night before. He sleep. Okay, everybody just
We just
knocked
was
out.
sleep.
And everybody, that's fine. She gets up again and go in the other room to go back to sleep. So what did you leave the room for? She slept in, like, she was just bed hopping. Like,
Our real life was bad hopping. Like, I just was sleep. I was just sleep at every room.
and then when she
Our real life was supposed to
finally
leave to go
got
home.
up, she like, "You straighten my hair?" What? Like,
Y'all, I took my wig off, took my Meek Mill braids out. She straightened my hair.
I did not.
No, her other friend straightened my hair, and then you clipped my ends.
I did.
I came.
And then we sat back on the couch
Uh-huh.
in the blanket. He come in the door like, "Yo, y'all, this was the same vibe I left." Yup.
Still, never left, y'all. I was supposed to leave.
She leaves like, you leave like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it was real late the next day.
Y'all walk to the car. Yeah, you leave
Yep.
like 9 o'clock. She leaves like 9 o'clock.
And then I wound up getting a ticket.
I left my ticket.
Because I was supposed to go, I was supposed to leave when I was supposed to go home, and it never happened.
Never happened.
And I wound up getting a ticket.
Sorry. But that was fun though.
That was a fun weekend, though.
That was a very fun weekend.
That was a very
I got
fun
a ticket
weekend.
too. That makes you feel better. Mine was $40.
Mine was $40 too.
Oh, feel better. PPA.
I'm screaming. No, that was a good weekend though. All our like little get-togethers be really, really good.
They be vibes. It just either somebody always falling asleep early, or we just get real full fast.
And then we be dancing it out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go from regular like today's like hits, R&B and hip hop hits,
All the way back.
to party music / reggae, Caribbean,
Keep it going.
Afrobeat,
Keep it going.
all the way to like R&B, and all the way to the throwbacks R&B. Like we in there
Can You
singing
Stand the
like
Rain?
Can You Stand the Rain? Yeah, like Mary J. Blige is going down.
Ooh.
Like
Ooh, I felt that. That's my jam. You gotta listen to that song.
Usher Confessions. Like was off.
Where was you going in 6th grade? Soft hop?
No. I was going to parties, y'all. I was a party girl.
You still are.
It was worse back then, though. It really was. I was in party groups back then.
You was a dollar girl. Take it.
Yes. I was in
white
Beauty
socks.
Crush.
Oh,
I was in Celebrity Gang. I was at H&O, 60th Street, period. It was always out
I couldn't
there.
get a sip out of that. Period. Got you.
But no, like that's what it was though. Like
Cindy who?
y'all,
Yo,
I'm out. We are done. This seafood boil was good.
It was.
We
It was
had
too
good
much.
conversation. Comment below if the conversation was good. Alright, Tria Mafia. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You come join the Tria Mafia family because we would love to have you. Post notification shout out to my mom. Shout out to my sis Mo. Shout out to my best friend Micah. Shout out to my other twin Dom. And I believe that's it. I love you, Tria Mafia. Bye.